Whispers from the forgotten forest, deep in the heart of a land long forgotten, where time seemed to lose its way, lay a forest shrouded in mystery. The locals, living in the nearby village of Eldenwood, knew better than to venture too close. They spoke in hushed tones of the whispering forest, a place where the air was thick with secrets and the trees held memories older than the stars. But for Elara, a young and curious soul with a thirst for adventure, the forest was a beacon of intrigue. She had grown up listening to the stories of her grandmother, tales of a time when the forest was alive with magic, where creatures of legend roamed freely, and the trees themselves could speak. As the stories went, the forest had once been the heart of the world, a place where the earth and sky met in harmony. But something had happened, a rift between worlds, a forgotten sorrow that caused the forest to fall silent. One crisp autumn evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Elara felt a pull she couldn't resist. She wrapped herself in her grandmother's old cloak, its fabric still holding the scent of lavender and ancient wood smoke, and set off toward the forest. The villagers watched her go, their eyes filled with a mixture of fear and sadness, but no one dared to stop her. As she crossed the threshold into the forest, the air changed. The whispers began, soft and fleeting, like the rustle of leaves on a gentle breeze. They called her name, beckoning her deeper into the shadows. The path was overgrown, yet somehow familiar, as if her feet knew the way, even if her mind did not. The deeper she went, the louder the whispers grew, until they became a chorus of voices, some old and wise, others young and full of mischief. Elara followed them, her heart pounding with a mixture of excitement and dread. The trees seemed to close in around her, their branches twisting and curling like ancient fingers reaching out from the past. Eventually, she came upon a clearing bathed in the soft light of the moon. In the center stood a massive oak, its trunk gnarled and twisted, with roots that seemed to delve deep into the very soul of the earth. This was the heart of the forest, the source of the whispers. As she approached, the voices fell silent, and a profound stillness settled over the clearing. Elara placed her hand on the bark of the great oak, and in that moment, she was no longer alone. The forest opened its memories to her, revealing its secrets in a flood of visions. She saw the forest as it once was, a place of beauty and light, where every creature lived in harmony. She saw the guardians of the forest, ethereal beings of immense power, who had protected the balance of the world. But she also saw the darkness that had come, a shadow that fell over the land, bringing with it a great sorrow that tore the world apart. The whispers were the voices of the lost, the spirits of those who had once lived in the forest, guardians and creatures alike. They had been trapped in time, bound to the forest by the rift that had sundered the worlds. And now they were calling out to her, the last hope to heal the wound that had been left behind. Elara knew what she had to do. The forest had chosen her to be its new guardian, to restore the balance and bring light back to the forgotten land. With a deep breath, she accepted the mantle, feeling the ancient magic of the forest flow through her veins. The oak tree in response began to glow with a soft, golden light, and the whispers turned into a song, a melody of hope and renewal. From that day forward, the forest began to change. The once silent trees began to hum with life. The creatures of the forest returned, and the balance was slowly restored. The village of Eldenwood too felt the change. The air became lighter, and the old stories were told with a newfound joy. The people no longer feared the forest, for they knew that within its depths, their beloved Elara watched over them. And as for Elara, she became one with the forest, her spirit intertwined with the ancient oak. The whispers that had once been lost were now her own, guiding the next generation of curious souls who would venture into the forest, drawn by the timeless magic of the whispering woods. The forest was no longer forgotten, for it had found its voice once more. And in the heart of it all, the whispers of the forgotten continued, telling the story of a girl who listened and brought the world back to life. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Shadow Veil Tales.